The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Who is your shepherd? Our Risham. One or yet was shepherd. And they make our bro, make our cheap, make our bro for one was shuffle, and ask and one crowd. For rest Yamimu, be opebia, obeyamo. And none of us sorry, Anopa. She says, I want to mean kind scriptures and crop. What the moment Diana recited Psalm 23. And then mean what you are saying. You just, and Sister will be reciting, just reciting anyhow. Just mean what you are saying. And then God will see to it, says, Dano, will be a beco ye amount. There will be a bay amount because on no, you was shepherd. Or say, she ring here. And then what Cassana said, what would you do more? Bibi could be a quane baby amount. What's yana? Now this week and also won't say yeah share brothers no. As a turo any Lily. Lily per se ye kun aturo nkro for omo so mo ye adwuma bom. And so loyalty ba akokrampo any womuntem. Enti ene no ye beka bibi kakra about loyalty. And they say loyalty you want say betrayal ye beka about betrayal. Now betrayal no is a deliberate act of disloyalty. Obi oho ne low ne self-esteem ye low. Obi so oho ne confidence en kosro anasa disappointment nyoma bebre ene de betrayal edeba. Enti eno na ye beka ho asem kakra edi akyeremo. Na mo before I introduce my guests akyeremo no me popo ehya me eye kojo shoes. Omo osakama enso nyame ye bus stop. Mpobwa. Emema die, enkola die, empenufo die, upeni low a ubenya, upeni high a ubenya, upe 7 inches a ubenya. Eja no ane se wo betimi agina so e de anante upe weja ubenya dia upe bia ubenya e woko just shoes omo osakama enso nyameye bus stop ena ayi sankofa natural spices omo so masane pa eto de bia na membo mudi na ne de me bom abaso sankofa de somebody say ye natural ehun ya so be kokko twitwi akakaduro ho wo twitwi ginger ho akakaduro no ane ginger no garlic na wo de pepper ene nketenkete ne nyoma ehun hia nyina wo sankofa mu wo pe sankofa cauliflower kra wo benya omo de nyoma ne mafra nutmeg nyoma bibia eye kama enti wo kodwa so a to sankofa wate ne fa ko ye waduane na wo be hu se ye wo spices mu spices me da se wo ho me nya me nko a se wonim dada me wo abena manoke kame abna manoke ka so what nidi wa wo hwe me so what nidi so wonim say ya na Fridays on nkrofo na nkrofo nsamane ade honestly ona na oti he na abna
yes sister
what then
pacho hu ya wo say
abna manoke kame ne zen kro so nyi abna magis
onye popenizin
wo popenizin no wo say nim no ye magis but manoke ka popularly known as abna manoke kame
magic
onanye ena nye ono nko a na de me adore me sister bako me di ne ho agro osafo ma me papa bi o but wo hu po so yasafo ma me na wo tie ne num se ma wo be hu se akofa set so de enkrofo nyankopon hira won ene nyansa deep wisdom ene baso Speaker Helen, you're welcome to my set. And then on your UAP, it's an access. What be bad task with us? You're one year for your one year. Yamusra was a waba. Yamusra, Yamusra, when you're not now, where dear. It was yen, be a hoye. And then a word, dear, yet we see time be a your share your faces at near the woman access.
Bernardo.
Yes, madam.
From Ranty any Bibeka Humami. Woman me a kukudam. Watch Navy and Homiansa. Me persuade your mobile me in Tabiaha. Kada de Lisa, any tax force a gila for Bewahanum. Ain't you so be cool woman in a city?
Madam, I'm a free secretary, Pado and Crawford, Airways Abiano.
Sape paintina, who become woman sono. Won't for woman back or crown channel. Ye win yana sa woman Mohammed, ye be woman in every hole. What did you make? No?
I am at madam. Madam.
Woman's anyway, Bernardo.
Omonam quite so.
So, when you be drew up and me pursue woman in age and be a was woman.
Mate, madam.
Thank you. Abena mano ke kame. Today except ya yehwe. Obi a enye ne yedwuma. What na fako. Meka ne say, what is it bom? They pop champagne together, glass, what you be bom. If you edwuma ba, oba ko refro ba ko de. Je no nkrofo ne nyina fi ho. Enti oba ne dem ye be ye den. How do we trust people? Do we have to trust people?
Trusting people? No, that question is that I don't know all their trust. Now, Crampo, can you even trust yourself? Because every day, as any day, I son.
Yeah.
At every point in time, or a mistake, yemu binum, yeta, ye feel do ibia, and canon, adrena na yipokuri, and na onye mojeno. Otdam sisi, and but I yanko pon a pen on sa. But yan yanko pon on sa no Crampo, kaide, or two Mrs. Adren.
Based on your doings.
Exactly, Sata say. Enti nyimpa so otum osesa na adwen. And one thing so in that say area bibia. Na say enyo obi a onyo align enyo obi a opedo onyo achieve goal na. Ibi wo hwa nyimpa koro no enye do opewa asamo. It's because you have a common goal. Into say odu baby na say oye ompewa asam no enwa onye dem goal no ibi a wo brebra and ibi a so discovered okay when you be fofra nyipa kor no onye ne mom onye na line better still onye obey the mazi no but abunda na orpim the orben obi fofre na eyi twema dwen gina the fact there ibi wo hwa married couples what na for some time maybe from the beginning we decided okay we be set up a business together.
Yeah.
Is in this kababa. But as time goes on, no why to them ikunu and not a year no. Only instead of do obaba ne spouse no for advice no boko different person or there is a goal be but a genuine than wasasa. Inti when it comes to betrayal no or there always be in with the nipa na enye no no. Obotum we betray my it's a question you always have to ask yourself. And I am with that one of Rabban.
Yeah.
Papa so fre papa. Into saying Pakwena you know one so I ban away yeah. So unless one on the bad track to know. Always be Adam no see.
So then as you were saying, no not there. Say obiamba in between you are. Maybe you can be loyal to each other. But when there is a third person, betrayal sets in.
Yeah.
Helen, Speaker Helen. Oh. So how do we really have to trust people, or do we? Because we can't say there we won't trust everybody.
It's true.
Because we love, and love, no, you give your all. So when love sets in, no, not betrayal, what do? So do we have to say because of that we will not love, or we will not have friends?
So you can't say you won't love or you won't have friends. You see, betrayal, no, a startific baby. It doesn't always come from a third party entering into your circle.
Okay.
Obi wo hwa na aside third party no, wo ye bibi but neni brel. On kan kire wo ne nam.
Wo ne ni mi no pe.
Neni brel. Ebi out show you so no. Obi eni bra na ebi amimpo me ni brel but wo nim so ne me besere. You and I Obi can't train you, but I wish what you have, I have. I wish the connections you have me will be. I wish that the people you talk to, you can just pick your phone and call someone and something is done. I wish I have those links. But Obian told me fool, but then me shena there will cost on a then I would want to, start to sabotage you. On the second hand, most often, no, we are betrayed by people. So there are people we love, people we care for, people we have shared some 1 or 2 issues with. Internet say obi betray wo sana then the next thing you find say what building wall be no obi foforo san ba wa brabo mu to give you that concern and no block any panel for the person it might not always be the best maybe are there 2 minutes and there why ye meaning no am feel betrayed no and now you see sometimes you not always even in actions e bia wo kasampo keke utumi di betray obi or action to me di betray obi because e bia wa release some confidential issues be actual. And the next thing, it is out there in the public.
Yeah.
One first can woman, but then the family who am feel is assume me boa akotna anaba ama anaya enimno because I know ya and ama don't really click with me like that. Inti me hinta sema abeto me nimno ebeye me ya. It's better off say wokumi kranka eye. You can't say you won't laugh. But once obi aye betrayed na feel or start to say all build the wall no. The next thing so before for a be mo on man sa chance ni bebree. Say the okay na woni nipa no bomu didi. Afi no menya manu keka me aba ma brabo mu. Me man ma me fie bedidi. The worst you can do is to speak on phone. Because first time me ma oba me fie, me no didi.
Into what you obi so na what they
and I made them mom. It's not always the best, but it will only take time to heal from these things. It's only a matter of time. And so you give another person another opportunity to come into your life. Because one yes, that's why to keep happening and happening and happening. Obi wani weekend they say or don't padodo.
Yeah.
Or trusting a padodo. It's when you start to betray me, I'll start coiling back into my shell. Obi our friend, maybe I used to talk 10 times a day. Now I won't pick your calls 10 times. I'll pick once or twice. Let's just say me and me ma or gab no. So before sa to be so bad. Or person be friend me 10 times. I won't give that opportunity. My friend why once.
This is serious. Man okay come. So how we really know there how to know who to trust.
Okay. One thing I order you when you there, usually my kind of it's those closest to us that betray us. The thing is, anybody can betray you. It's just that it's those closest to you who want to win your damn opportunity
to betray you. So what's up?
Because stranger no and trust them with certain information about you and reveal your life because in Pakui name. But you pana oben one or no na. One thing I order you when you're there, Kasabi or there, you've seen how to keep it to ourselves. Ebufu ye one thing occurs rift between people because ibu wana ipakwe no nanka unyi the omba na adwon kwampo do betrayed wo but ibi ebufu mun eka bibi na aze no oye ne yew no hu de and sometimes ubufu you can say something without meaning what adwon po enyi ho but akewi na ipakwe no oza ahwe ne mu obeka chodo oh a sakwa no one sesra bonifacho but we catch oh don't worry bibia you okay so na ozashini team and at them as speaker Helen so kan no akaka bibi your friend there oh enye obi enye ne bonkomo enwo de kasa tenten na as bibi za fom na yipakro no wate na waka de enwa nti oye nzama or then you also to me admit that sometimes we open ourselves to be betrayed.
So we should be very careful.
Very careful.
I mean, having conversation with friends and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking there. You should come in here. How to know who to trust. Them one on him. But let's watch our assets. Na yembra ni yembo triado.
Boss. Ramil, why you crowd on now?
And the boss, me cook out the cool no more. Say there be many information there ba.
Good. Salvador. Boss. Faka number cookie ni mano. You mati boss.
When you listen boss. Me da sepa.
Hi. Wa wo hwe me oba wo hwe me. Ihe mbesiafo na yetumi betray ya ho. Ye betray ya ho. Awafo wo hwe me. You being friends with someone for so long. And to say a ye misunderstanding eba mu ntemu a. Esa se wo janipa na chidi. Na wo ko yini ma. Wa wo hwe me. Mo ndwen ho se motifie mo ndwen ho. Because in tokwa de esi ni pantem yes senator makro moko enti se misunderstand aba me ni wuntem na just say mo free me tie yi me ma big time sana Helen
Akofa
eya samo se obi a woni ne bonko suata free wo ye ne ye bibia ntokwa de eba enti eba na se wo yi ne ma na wo kɔ ne enemies camp na ese se ba na sa.
You know, ubisa question be earlier.
Yeah. So ubede hu nipa ubeji neji. and that's all better no.
Sensation, you know what? I thought that, trust me, the red flags are there. But you buy any guso.
Oh, it shows.
But we are led by our emotions into no you red flags now. They piano singing. Ubetimi no be I down for so long. If you only not share BB, then obi from baby be can't say oh sensation on the down for be can't me say because so sensation to me yes sir. It's true because one name know over the time. On to me yes sir, but that should tell you say yes there is no smoke without fire. Yeah, just say either wako can be wako can baby, but one cano ebi asida nipa no air canon. So that should be the first red flag. Okay, they say na sensation start to come in some one bonte. Me no be nyen tokwa. But I'll keep that in mind. So it's a red flag because me no na maintain masem baby da. Nti ya be kan che me say sensation can self for hono. It should make me be alert. Say me alert to say something is coming. Ebia in the future, since she beat me, I am. The red flags are there. Ebia obu message ni bibi. The next thing, the screenshot is flying. Sanyo man kitten. You go there. Confirm to me yes sir that they built me. First show to me say oye nipa. But I started back kakran. Then you start guarding yourself from today. The signs are there, but ya ko fanis na ni panis e bia wo kunu wo yere wo nua nti beka so there be me nya we the minimum to me nyesa on to me yet the extent to hurt you or to kill you. But then you need to also start building that wall kakra ne say e beba ho e na afi obi so oni se dia kan oni nipa no bomu eye bibia or start to say or show signs na what you need to do is wo kasa no beti so your communication with the person better so e bia na ne bon komo kan wukunu semche na kan yiri semche na dwuma mu sem bibia start it so because a time will come or you will ma some of the things that might come out no it might not be funny or nice ne bia we you no cry enyi na woni ne pananya aka bomu no wo ka se nya no cry people will not believe you because they know say woni akofa ze de akofa kan nko a de no cry obeyi wano a enyi so but it's in your mabi so kakra.
But sometimes you won't see any sign. The person is your friend and is your friend. Ebi na dakrope. And na ntokwa ne ba den. Ben na nanye. Enti ntokwa no baba.
Onye robot.
There will be signs.
The
signs are always there.
Like the excerpts we watch, for instance, you know, I there. Okay, the guy started provoking. Oh, for your wife, I know your wife this, I know your wife that. And to that one, I walk calm, or be calm, or so do. And then the guy got angry. Oh yeah, do obekuno cry. Oh no, it's you caused it, but now you are betraying the person. And you know, a person like this, manoke coming. What about the day no? Say be all called banana this to ban bessan. Can you be friends with that person again? Because the Bible says we should forgive and forget.
Yeah, the Bible says we should forgive and forget, but it doesn't say we should still be with that person. Exactly. The Bible, no, open-ended. Forgive and forget. Open-ended. One can forgive, forget, and still
be with that person.
One can. Sata says.
Some will
the
say
reason being is, the reason is that, sir, me to makaka. Marco crash a car now. Young fan and the no Corolla. Me tendency of crashing a Mercedes or a very high because first one me Sata say. And a young with there Bibiara Emma Homa Osino or to Missy Bill at any point in time. Because question all day be somewhere in there. What exactly made this person do this? Speaker Helen a cade be or in Paquina and Namano in a or jealousy. Definitely, yenye the same. More strengths and weaknesses. I also always strengths and weaknesses. On it's a bond and yango fe bien one nam. Ebenya ekura no ho yefe. Ono no wuska. But ebenya ekura ono no ho yefe but our charisma. Onyim de wo be so onye impakuro onye nkofo onye won bakasa. E na mo wuska na no ho yefe no no ti no ho jealous. It's a bond mo nyiske. Ono feel that na abazintina area madam because I'm minyis dawo. Mo ho ye fetdawo. So why should you but it's because that my no nyiska no or treat be the other one no
or cast a role.
It's about the two of them no were nanto. But because of envy, no, one day, obey then be trained. And there would definitely be the signs. Maybe I don't you're on kasa. Now I catch and I bring to be send interested in me. Nay, yakade, channel. Next time, on your brain, no, on your general. Maybe Sunday, now who the name your brain, and also, menamina of from. But into always be at the speaker Helen again, to always be no, or there, evaluate what people do around us. Or you're very, very important because if you are someone, you think about war safety. Nancy, I had the po breach. Personal safety. Because I'm not more no, and you ibia so be the obia and general quampo wafa baba. Or you don't know boy, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That is because you trust people around you. Be kind, but don't be too kind. Be nice, but don't be too nice. Be open, but don't be too open. There are some people when you share, sensational. And you want to come over what we are seeing, but you never know what they are thinking.
They will not even say anything.
Yeah, you will never know their private life, but we'll be saying BBR. It is
that is bad. So when you realize people like that, you know, and so because I'm more kameze, I went kameze.
And we have so many of such people in our circles.
Speaker Helen, you see, sometimes me, I mentioned there in Joake, in Kembagami Fio, in Joake, maybe being nice to the person now, what we betray, no, the person who has betrayed you, no, being nice to them, no, help them to change their attitude or their character, because there are people like that. Say as a son, I say why you're born, na zechen, na jina wa way to or best sakade, or why you're born, if you wish she's still like feel like papa, feel like papa, I'm going to I know someone like that. Or a sign in the long run. And I think in a baby show.
Since you see, Sesano is two ways. There or no, when no.
Yes.
And then no but they still want your circle. They still want to be around you. It's two ways.
Okay.
What the bet channel? But what the channel we are, I mean, we are humans. May the child crash and I may not take and there is no way it will continue to be like that. That energy crown won't vibe. Ebi ani edidi, what be me fear better. It me do come me fear. It me come fear. Sanyo mano me just so.
Yeah.
Me dia chewo. I don't hold any grudges against you, but there's no way bet me as it can only change who to me who send really. We can feel energies. Me personally, I can feel people's energies.
So you know if the person is
you can really know say nipan we no.
Okay.
So no ne ho na on the face and go fat so why your bone the nyahwe fa chem. Utumu say we apologize but onya ni mu no on sesa towards you. On if you give the person another chance, trust me, bear worse than what they did the first time.
Hey.
And say into no. It's an advice to everybody. Obi obi sana for channel. Even yen cry here from nyame the chain.
Yeah.
But o the chain we are draw that line. Draw that line. One draw that line now. Onya opportunity so especially obi or envy and obi any brill. They come back. Bible is who feel to feel more.
They come back.
No, baby now. They're coming back. It's a battalion or they back, and they're going to cause more harm than they did before.
Yeah.
It's Sunday we are sitting.
Okay.
It's what they are channel no. On society really now back. First one be an uncle second one found, but this one the second never war. Then it's going to end bad. It's just draw the line with the person. Yes.
And as well, you watching us be bringing here catch row. Me momu dear. For me I make can say be a be bisa now their channel near there, but me no Mr. Dinipa me srepa me new bia fine, but Mr. Di na me who say me who bibi na nye yipe me twe me ho oh married roses here I won't see us here da emom betray no yakakakra na akere wo ye ko hwe too good to be true and also ye hwe near dem nsem abre wo sisia.
Maybe sa nurse for any lab technicians no. Omo nyina se wo ba na won hweka wa bia.
You mate Joy me da say.
Ni we ni mo ho no mo why?
Ali, Eno na na ohwehwe na na. Opa metime akohwe kan ni mu ama o.
Debi me that say. Memo rubber don wa shama me.
Jinsio me fa hwe ngumu ye. Me ka bibia. Gina no. Eno pe na wanom. Me de no bi ka ho. Uhia nso wo ni pedwe mu me bo a no bi ka ho.
Eno enti na de nsu esi me so no.
Moa eja eto de bia hwe suban yo eto de bia e wo the relationship a woni nipa ne have and nti na wo de ade be ma nipa no po be ka se ka hwe most of times obi bebre wo duane na nipa hwe ti owo a wo hwe me wo de aduane bre me na me se ka hwe ansa medi a ende ehunu se me nti wundi oka wo be ka wonu asem nyina ebi ha na ma meje kora me ka se wo de medi nso be ko no ma to atwene abena open them obi mawaze or mawaze say no me pede meje obeka de ade wunjimi ndia na aka say me de bibia tum e no chere de na trust no onyi ho
Inti ono with that one the question be some way so why do you keep that person around you? The reason why maybe saying there you don't trust that person.
Yeah.
It is just like Nancy Amoko restaurant beer when a chicken. My goodness. I saw me see you overnight. Obviously, mon kwadam restaurant in bio. Mon waste muska. Into saying pakuri we be trim to the extent today must suspect so must suspect today was bibi zatuma. Why would I keep such a person around me? Because in pakuri no around you we have what is called betrayal trauma, PTSD. Ni pakuri na zoza ye wono. Even though as a chen always be a same huna ebupru. Inti pakuri based on azozi ye me some huna nanka menwaja na mumudi nyina why then wasasa. Is such a person men pen around me.
Okay.
Mo home farmer mo hospital mutu na catch nurses in the day. But your demi pakuri say nyam with a sorba kabibi chen catch na bi ama medru anabi
murder.
Murder. Simple. That is because always be here in space.
Yeah.
Or wo circle around
circle.
You must feel safe. Or you're very, very important.
Yeah.
You should be very, very safe. Question I be saying how to know whether
your surroundings, your environment, those around you.
On any day or day with there. At every point in time, biara no, who interaction with people no, ibu wa shada bisa question be. I wonder your bibi your friend a psycho.
Yeah.
Nipa kwe na trust but shada one a psycho. Not say na adwen. And you there and trust no.
Yeah.
But just that the mama shada mon tricky girl in a mo shada so beke bibia. Or can akade oh really? Because at that point in time bia na dream bia no e the no dream no. Na we nyim.
Yeah.
Inti to your friend and besiafo say FBI on our husband na ya shada movie be about cheating na ya shada na zero one because you pay yete ne no winsam ombo na no nka de aza benyin yore yonye na ebi na ka de na mukun awenyim de say ya madamade no ya cycle into na wonyanko no so na shada na eden na ya ne dem wo year wunua when young there are little things able to my then I neze with you pakuri not dream about me no was a son on say and I tell my speaker Helen can portray the red flags and the z they will always be there always
also they be when we are even going into relationship and all that we see it but we ignore it because of our emotions and then we go in me part so bibi bie ni wa won sign ketwa bi o bibi ni wa won bibi onyankopon God is so good to us say oma bibi bia eba enti mama yen hwe but before we go for a break no speaker Helen me be say wo ka bibi kakra one said this modern world that you we obeti ya no be a poison obi no be enti a trust issue no are you serious that we can't trust anybody because birthday party crowd be di ni birthday crowd you be ehi na dafo be ehi na wa poison na wa kunu. It's in a company saying, no, it's not trust issue, not baby, be a who here, na, say then.
Sensation, you see, we are humans. Young Casa, it's been trust. Typical example, obi invite to party ana baby who can so meko ya ye bi da time no so yen so menya nko bi what prepare to attend ya ye bibia time no so instead dem so emu na die ana say dem me hire me you can't even trust your own self. Say, I'm going to
fast.
You understand?
The following day, but fast. Let's try. Let's see we answer the cake.
We can't even trust ourselves. Let alone trusting someone. You see, it only takes grace for us to take that extra step. Say, Sensational, I'm going to trust you, because if you want to trust someone, it only has to be God. But it has to be only because he's the only perfect person that you can trust.
Yeah.
You can't even trust your own wife. You can't even trust your own husband. I'm not vilifying anybody, but nipa.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, what can somebody call baby? Time no so why decided to say me Kobe. Until how much more can I even trust or even trust myself?
Oh, Madam here, I don't even trust my own figures.
You understand? Just try and live at peace or at par with everybody. But don't trust people too much, because the people, and you see, there Yana say, me what trusting the partner, the ones who really do things to hurt you. Now, Faye, what's the son? Sensation used to be a lovely or bubbly person. All of a sudden, why a bitter person, so confused, lively beyond because of the way it's an advice to everybody. You can trust, but don't trust too much. You should have limits to everything that you do.
Everything. Thank you. Also, trust in the Lord with all your heart.
Exactly.
Lay not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path.
Yeah.
Ya kwajen kra so ya ba tfodo. Mema akwaba biom eba Max TV Novella chat show so. Mediane Akorfa Torko aka Sensational. De bia me ka kire say wo hwe novelist na enhwe ne tra keke. Enyoma bebrewom because edru kwasiada na me betena ha na me ne me guesta. Yakopon kasa mo wisdom sonko ebetena ha. Efutu nko an ye de brewo enti na de bia me kase fro wo nua ma ne fre ni nua kwese de bia ye bo one pepepe no waba betie because efutu na eba no esense waba ko tuaka ama counselor or counsel wo but Mass TV ye de brewo for free enti fro wo nua ensisi no nyasa wo hwani oba ko fotrim mo no so mbetie no mfa nka ne de ho tesa de amemeti hei mi pisa kwasisi na mi sua de o mi guess we mo tete he yo mo kanyina o mo so mo sua adesua wo hoi ani awieye nti frewo nneoma ne frewo nua we won tuaka na be sua wate ana na me nipa wo so mase eye sankofa natural spices na makashre wo so mo spices na de eye natural yesi eye didi hie opese wo didi na wo hotowa use spices and nyoma bi enim use sankofa na wo be hu say apomodin no ebeboa wankasa wapomodin enti no wo kodwomu a bomoden ne kotobi na popo ehame se yekodwo shoes omo sakama enso nyameje bus stop abasro kakra mpobo na de bebre ena egumo ko ne ko pebi neto ya be ye ko hwe ye sector eto aso ne ye de nyasasam nyansasem efutuopa e de abro ye besisi a
Woni bibiali na ma adwunia ne se wo client no be jai se woni ne ye adwuma adenti na ye se wontumi nja ne hon
Esanse nema bebe woni ho a ema me kai grandma anya ka grandma de sabre no be mi ensa na e wo ho ma no nti na enya de oyankonam esanse ne ye wo ho a ye hwe no nti abibia no weni jemu na ya resabia won so anes fo bebre ne wo ho a ometimi ahwa yarefo ne so nanso onde enya de wo bia
ane bibiali We ain't sure Cassia pa de ma.
SFT. Anese for amosha me. Anese for amosha me. And then the mammy bomu chikakra. Me ko hospital be nan same and me say month ago. Na mete ho. Na omuni me so pa. Oh, and I say sensational. And yes sensational and yet sensational. And so no bibi ko so ho won. And mammy who say nurse no, nursing is a calling. Wouldn't say nyame fra wa. And dwene sika hunti. Na won ma ye nkofa wo emba sa adwuma yi mu a wontumi nya hwe obi da woda owu na mo ka kira ne husband say onkopa eduro embra husband yakwa kofa eduro aba na wo nurse waje eduro no wo de ato ho wabra the doctor is waiting to apply that medicine on the patient, to apply the injection on the patient, so the husband burst out na nya asem keto wo hospital ho no mo. And obi no so necessarily be won't be some more question proper the way they would talk to you anyhow. I was there, I went with my daughter and I was there sitting quietly. And yes, I know yari be brain now you check up. But what I saw, no, I didn't like it at all. Look at this except we see. She lady was a walk of shop papa because of a bad diet when the moon and the Juma Pro your hospital one and yet you market one. Then a bad day in walk one walk of shop papa. And Speaker Helen, I want us to talk to our nurses watching us so that they will know, say, a jumano, yenfra wa wonye. Yenfra wa na woye. Na se ya wako mu who say ye nipa juma. And so where your foot so na me pese modema your viewers, especially the nurses out there watching.
I wish it's a topic on its own.
Yeah.
Because me am the many ehubi.
Okay.
I don't want to mention names. Where there is a short story, my first son was sick. I didn't call clinic back one cry higher. Yeah. I to her. And I could hear a boy, I think at that time, the boy needed the best of 14 years. Okay. A client team, my, me wo. So I didn't know about on me buying that word back. The nurses were there, the doctors were there. For a second, Mantia Colani can be. Oh, no, boy now that word. No nurse back. I mean, me, I like foreign movies, but it's a personal opinion. Yeah. I don't like watching local movies because foreign movies, me sure I learn a lot. Okay. No, depending who you no nurse, be said there or resuscitating boy no as I grow. Say I know me a clan bono. I was watching. Say a nurse say, oh, we woo, just like that, and they cover a clan. So, unfortunately, a clan or a northerner. So they had to push the boy more than a cold room or something. And the relatives say, the next thing I saw the nurses were, hey, what are we going to tell in charge? We're supposed to get the oxygen. What will we tell in charge? It wasn't loud. My husband was there, but so other parents were home about that. After I could see hospital now kofa ambulance abesiwo. Oh no, most cylinders eguma ko fele oxygen. Asma mi kenye bibi anka me body. Hey, akwani we no, they were now picking cylinders to go and fill oxygen. After 45 minutes they came back, they are filling cylinders no. And now notness forgive me, omo ye wake akra. Yeah, they started making phone call before I know moto. They were all there. On come be basa. Na ka jengu zempa jen fire ba nko na we mu de ya na. Akwani wu. So they knew say akwani be here oxygen. Akwani sum ame ye the kokota I can test akwani sum me akwani wu ye no. They now brought the ambulance, put in the cylinders and went to fill for oxygen and came back. You see, people die all the time out of negligence, out of these things. Yeah. And unfortunately, another thing, which a higher system necessary, they are overburdened. What you see, the pressure on them is too much. Even what no depend go on doors. Nipa back on one or she wait, you know. But I think sometimes when they apply a little care, some low down we are no sister. Yes, crack at oh, a sensation, who better why you be fine. Yeah, the comfort spirit, but see a bit tia why you no Emma. no kra na wo ra ho na hwe say ara ho kra kun antan yare ne kra mpo be kun the nurses for any day extreme why you say you have a lot on your hands but some of these things we can been too I don't know how it could have been my son and it would have been a different story but it be been too you don't know how it feels like exactly
Manoke Kame, you know I said to myself that day I said to myself that me mba hospital la me yareda. When I'm coming to hospital, then I'm going for a checkup or something because me nyama ba na kro no. I took her there for a checkup. Thank God she wasn't sick.
If it was something
so it is a yara because we were there when people were sick. You will see that the person is lying on the bench or bufum or it was bad. Baby,
I was on your oboe. I'm a firstborn. 1 year old or coma. Dr. Bayo here. Oh, prepare the mother. He's far gone.
Huh?
Oxygen senado. What shan? Na me increase oxygen. You da me but me increase.
Wala ye.
Into what ba no below and then may increase. May ya mama ban was Sunday bay after 6 days. Doctor, some Dr. King. A lot of these people know I are one gen.
You know they send
they
people
don't
to their
think about what
graves.
they are doing and then what they are saying. Bibiana why they no waka. But only the you can't always the bad side.
Okay.
There are some they are very good.
Yes.
But in also how we treat them. Because obi wo wa nurse no to the make no or you overburdened. Ejuma da no do. It be a new year free BB, but how a patient no and a patient any relative when you never kasa ne kwampo. If you are kwampo and you no po your friend and you no word no akwakwatwe na ne de osida nti eyizo no yersre anesses for no the wonya ye ho abadai the one shayen because at the end of the day no yamba hospital wa obiarun to me then on or your profession no dey yan sha ye ko hospital no so no ye kai da yan kwa she nurse no ni doctors no woni wo fa woni nsemi to dey yan so ye then ye careful or dey yan so ye very very diligent because there are people we save one families because of one diligence man ka dey pakoyo ye nurse or ye doctor ni ntina your friend then erishon
okay.
So what may dream be or day too, episode that the may dream, but a dream or your day. And now, you pano that one so day whether they drew no by affecting Anna. And you'll be a mini mabano so ya allergic cannot be there. Mini may draw agent.
So we parents and all that we should be doing research. I'm the drew beer, I'm the missing nest. I will do research. As you are writing, I'll ask you, and I'll tell you this medicine is not good for me. It's not good for my child. This and that and that. So you know what my you and that na eja one push ya kwa your early grave. What may you and that nurses papa wo mumu why? Then we say papa wo mumu. Na wo woni say woni abadaye. Want to me hwe ni personal and kofa nurse nkoto ho so say me koye nurse ni wa bra woni say woni ni pakasa anyhow. Me pa so show profession. Na hwe de wo be komote ye hwe na accept ni aba
Miss Ali eye pan se ma ba be hia me
bibi akoso yi ana
na madam se ugo na hye se yen ade bi ma no ye fa besin
Dia se mo roba don ade mi bia to grandpa na
oh David bi me che se oda so kai me
Eni dini siye, anope ontum pasa, ena finso onum ne kafe no.
Miss Ali, what many needing command?
Me koni de Moses a, hwe se ne ho te. Nanso no wedware. Nanso hunu na ne ho te sen. No ye basa na, anase no wedwa.
Mi anya nanke ye no a, se no de anya kra akokwa ye. Nanso bibi aya sonko ono ho.
Sonko se sen.
Okay, Sam. Oya samo. Oye juma wo fie. Ebi a obi a wo kwakwohwe no. Wama wasane sa no ayi the agreement bi NDA bi. Efi bibi to no. Na ebusuafo wo ho. Oye then you catch a woman because you have come in as someone to protect the man. You've signed this agreement. What will you do? And a baby no so atune bi ananka sasa oka. Oba dem abaze na ye. Abna.
A sign non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
Until whatever happens, be a yemem. Because a BBC now, because a BBC, that's when you're court. You'll be held liable because you know you there can be. Or yeah, very very careful. Here in Ghana, no, you respect agreement no nye your friend and a contract na ze. Ewa na ya ye bibia. But in the court of law, no, judge no, obupufo because no you there can be na eken. Nipa kure no omo sign NDA no obi state wo NDA no mu there should this happen, you are not supposed to do XYZ into Mesro, don't do XYZ ekwe mu ho mekwe ko hui meka ye de no mem pon. That is it. Speaker Helen Anna. Exactly.
So it's not Helen it's serious. You see, like the excerpt we watched, we said the lady over there is related to the man. And she's doing everything to know what is happening. Papa is a bio, or say an empire. And I know my wife says I was that mahon. And they don't have to say it. And to what we yet take person, Mobanas man can my bonnet. Because all sign non-disclosure agreement, all sign no more.
When you're bonnet, so there are Banikam. An agreement is an agreement. You see, the obe who be a man can your better be a man can let it stay like that.
So see, then we have to educate our families.
I thought that you say nipa ya sumye there. You always want to hear something. You always want to see something. But bisa who say nipa na obe bisa and say okay, enti you kwa ene ku see and or can't tell what at the corner is see no. How does it benefit you? Okay. What would you do about it? Yeah. Uko why the ne fe. Oh sanya fair, e dey na be ya fa me wedding ho. Uba me party na nye fe no. Ya ka kire on dey na be ya fa ho. It is just the anxiety say we want to know what is happening and see what is happening. And in before especially our problem. Yeah. Then fa ho no and fa ho. But nipa na wan sign agreements you should know say there can agreements and agreements. They hu ye no mane wo. The at best nye obetumi na kasa enye one wo signing agreement no. Bit me say oh say em say na wo kan me hu say na ko so fa ha ye ne say freeway can we. But aside that so say me ma obi an te say na me dem and say na eye me and say na ekoso a let it to me like that. Yeah, especially a man. And I once or basu never baby son. A man, yes, this issue is too much.
This issue, something happened. A mother and a babema. It's in a banner says something is going on in the family on an idea, and they didn't want the woman to see. And to know or by fear. Our mom per se will be because of this state or woman. Who are a dinner by ye be when you're broken hearts. Now I could and I say we almost on penny that dear see yano. That your year you walk first soldier for near Tiano. I didn't me ameba. You know, it happened in our society here. And I promo blacks, you know how we are. Me member matching now 1 or 9 months. What's it mean, Mammy Kuhuno? It's a baby saying, but then I have found. You the one involved in it. Oh, you know, then I will obey. Because of who I know, and no konakai.
That is why we have what is called information control. Kaida say you be a general sign NDA, our reporting authority all day kuhu. Sata say. Into sawa cleaner, you have a reporting authority. Nipa no has to bear you witness. Sata say, if there is any issue, nipa ne pet. And order and yene kasa nti sa asem bi ba na eyi onwe efim nti na I direct mpotcho anyi mpakwa yene kasa because onye me supervisor and I'm superintendent mpotcho yene kasa na I de na atwe onwe efim because Thomas Speaker Helen Ken no you are not part of it ekaka war kasa obobuzin the osimesika there no me door fish for information into ono baka bibia obaka o maka the masam on information okay no nko nti afa nde ibia mami Oh wait, mami Erike. Obi no kwe put you
yes,
in
obi no
e wo friend no hwe we wo ba no make sure that boko fie ho dey ne pakoro no onka de mete de on mo abekan de obi side because when you do onyi de oya azore ye no enwa na wote hene no masam no wo boye ne zina they never talk about what they said.
Yes,
and to always make sure that say obi aka cho dem pocho the masami ma onka emenanya wo hene ntema. Let your truth be your truth and be on the right side of truth. Assembly between a couple na year na kana asam kyerem eku ne kana asam kyerem na eku na asam na ka kyerem no so onka ntwe obi a na year ne te nti obviously one or back is but no knowing there was one time bia no onye mrekasa wo phone no do obi te obi te nti dakwe da kure wa friend and ipakuru no you free no ho no aka de na say the other time kwa botama na first abne no po eka de ne I live in my truth.
And you have indicated mopacho far up your final words.
In talking about it no, when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to being with people no, you make sure that at every point in time no, you be keep certain things to ourselves.
Okay.
Yane nyanko pani wa ma yen the word o nanso wa ma yen ni nyinara the march na Jesus Christ obey no so no yenyim the reason why oye nzeme bi the medan na Judas obebe betray no mo ka anye do one of you will betray but one boy hypocrisy da walk Garden of Gethsemane one can share disciples in the door ha in a Judas obe leading crofaba. Because there are certain things when you do can.
Okay.
Na yani nyankopana yeso no so tumi ya dem abazin san yani nyimpa de bia
na to ya no daraka.
Ntimo kwacho. Keep certain things to yourselves.
Thank you.
Make sure that you be say confide in someone onitina na ye wo diary. Nto ono na atro nto se beka bibia atro bi mpa enyi na na ebeka.
Okay.
Na oboboa.
Madase. That's a part of the Speaker Helen, your final words.
Sensational.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes, I say that this thing called conscience.
Yeah.
It is there for a reason.
Okay.
God gave everybody conscience.
Yeah.
And I believe, do you know why? For us to judge ourselves before God himself judges us.
Yeah.
I'm repeating myself.
Yeah.
God gave us conscience to judge ourselves before he will judge us. Enti no obi ni wa share bibi, oni wo ye bibi bom na obeyi na man dwen ho. Let your conscience speak to you. The moment you walk as a human, now conscience doesn't work. You are not human anymore. Because say nyame be bu atenka na wa to me say okay, nyame me kwem say me gina ha ana me gina ha. But if your conscience can't serve you right to say I said my messini marking.
Okay.
The person told me in confidence, into me conscience sensational. What in we should always let our conscience speak to us. Let your conscience judge you.
Thank you.
Before the issue even comes out for you to be judged. That's what I'll say.
Thank you so much.
You're
welcome. God bless you for coming. God bless you all for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, and then you come with you. Catch the one you be you want share you. Catch the say we see that one share. No besua de bebre e de frim de bia asem bi wo ho ya meka ne se wo ye papa wonim wo ye bone a wonim wo ka obi ho asem no wonim se de wo ye na enyo na Liberia for be se pokezoke na wo ye no wonim se nye e de fie se ye de se tawatawa ne beba jaye and our Bible account say this book of the Lord will not depart from our hands. That's why we always learn. It is suade manoke ka meka ye onyakopon ma enyansa no, but the more you learn the more you will know. Enti me da say what de wo fidi ato ha asan hye me diane Akorfa Torko da bi nemmom oje Awurade as your Lord and personal savior pe Bible believing church bi neko what ya na me diane Akorfa Torko aka sensational say ye nyame pada se ne ye bese ye hia biom. Stay blessed and stay safe. Ma ona yira me akata, bye bye.